Hey everybody, it's me, the Phenomenal Critic. Yes, I am back. After a vacation, I am back here to do reviews on movies that I probably should have already done a review for, so, you checked out my G.I. Joe review, you know what, I should have done more on it, but I couldn't. So you know what, I'm not here to do that. I'm here to talk about a great movie that I seen, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, Oz the Great and Powerful. The prequel to The Wizard of Oz. Now, a bunch of people have been saying, well, why does The Wizard of Oz need a prequel? It's a classic. Yes, it is a classic. The Wizard of Oz is a classic movie. I watched it when I was a kid. I kind of liked it as a kid and kind of didn't, but you know what? I might revisit and watch it again and see what made it good. I'm a critic, so you know what? What the heck? So, the story of Oz the Great and Powerful. First of all, we get some great actors. We get the guy who played Harry Osborn in Spider-Man 3. I forget what his name is. The main star of Rise of the Planet of the Apes. We get Mila Kunis, who is freaking hot. And we get some other Wicked Witch. We get Someone of the West. We get a monkey. We get a bunch of creatures from Oz. And so, you know, it starts out with, his name is Oswald, I forget what his last name is, but he's, you know, one thing that the person who did this movie, right, Sam Ramey, I think that's his name, who did the Spider-Man movies, he had the great idea of starting this movie off in black and white, just like how they did with The Wizard of Oz. That was good. That was genius. That really showed, okay, this guy obviously cares about what he's doing. He cares about the classic. He cares about what The Wizard of Oz was like, so he's wanting to make this just like it. So, we get the story of how he's a fake, you know, like how in The Wizard of Oz he was a fake. He was a fake magician, and how he was doing a bunch of tricks, and how he was also kind of a douche because he was flirting with every girl he could get, and he was doing the same thing. This music box belonged to my grandma. I want you to have it. Someone catches on to his ordeals. And he's performing a great show, and someone says that they see a wire. Well, then he cuts the wire, and you know what? It's a good trick. They think that they found him out when actually they didn't. And so then, after the show, his best friend, yeah, my computer just went off if you heard that, who he says is his best friend, he's like, I don't want to be a good man. I want to be a great man. When his ex comes back and says, I'm getting married. And he says, well, I hope that you guys have a good life together. And so his best friend, let me rephrase that. He says, I want to be a friend. He's like, I don't need friends. You're not my friend. I don't need friends. So, you know, he's all the, you know, I'm Mr. Big and Mighty, you know, as long as I have money, I'll be okay. So we get that, and then we get how someone finds him out and is chasing after him. Apparently he stole someone's girlfriend, I don't know. So they're chasing after him. He gets in the hot air balloon, like how they showed in the original, how he got in the hot air balloon and it took him to Oz. So he is in the hot air balloon trying to escape from this big weightlifting guy, and so he cuts the line, and he throws him his magical hat, and he throws him his bag. And so a tornado starts picking up, and he prays to God. He says, Lord, please, or he doesn't say Lord, but he says, please, I'll never be a con man again. I won't scam anyone. Just please give me another chance. Give me another chance. And then he's taken to Oz, a place that is great and beautiful. And Sam Ramey made Oz look incredibly beautiful. The forest was great. The creatures looked phenomenal. They looked great. And Oz lands in Oz. And so when he lands, she's like, are you the one we've been looking for? Mila Kunis. And he's like, who are you? I am Nora of the North, or whatever. I forget their names, Denora or Nora. And so he's like, where am I? She's like, you're in Oz. That's what people call me. They call me Oz. Are you a wizard? And he's like, no. And then she says about how a wizard is supposed to fall from the sky. And he all of a sudden starts lying. Yes, I am a wizard. And so we get how he's being a con man, trying to flirt with her. Mila Kunis looks freaking hot in this. I mean, my gosh, she's hot. And so they're walking, and about how he's flirting with her, and she's like, no man has ever been nice to me before. Next thing you're going to tell me, no guy has ever asked you to dance before. No guy ever hasn't. So they dance, and then they kiss, and then they're together. Then they run into the monkey, a flying monkey, who is like his friend back in his actual time. And so, you know, he's like his servant. He's dressed like a bellhop, and it's like, let's save him. Well, he is cute and stuff like that. Mila Kunis wants him to get saved. So he saves the monkey away from the lion. They do have a lion in this, and how he saves him is with fake magic. So the lion runs away. And then, you know, after that, you know, they say, here is our wizard. We must defeat the Wicked Witch. The Wicked Witch, and they talk about how the Wicked Witch poisoned her own father. And then he gets to the palace. He gets to the palace, and all he wants is money. All he wants is money and to get out of there. And we're introduced to the little people. We're introduced to the whatevers, the creatures, I forget. I haven't watched the movie in a while. But I really loved it. I went in there hyped, and I was the only person, well, actually, it was me and then 2 other people. But when I was watching that movie, I was, oh my goodness, I was phenomenal. And they said, in order to get this gold, you have to defeat the Wicked Witch, and you have to save us. You have to save us from this great terror. And then we meet Dinora's sister. I forget her name, but she's the witch of the South. Oh, and Nora is also a witch, but she's not wicked. She's just a witch. And so he's like, what happened to where's your big pointy nose and your wart on your face? And stuff like that. And she's like, you've never seen any witches in real life before, have you? And so, she's flirting with him, and he's flirting with her. And then he goes on the adventure to kill the Wicked Witch. When they get to the graveyard, when they get to this town that is destroyed in glass and demolished and destroyed, and Oswald is looking through it, and he finds a little girl whose legs are broken. And it's like, are you the Wicked Witch? Are you come back to finish their duties? And it was and we always hear of the Wicked Witch, but we never actually see her. We're thinking, oh, it's the same Wicked Witch, green skin, blah, blah, blah. Where is the Wicked Witch? So her flying monkeys are coming and destroying towns, and Oswald even fixes this glass girl using glue and gluing her legs back together and helping her to stand up. And so then she's like, I want to go on the adventure with you. No, 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 no. You are not going on this adventure. I'm going, and so fine. We'll all go. And then, they run into the graveyard, and they were going to steal, and they were going to destroy the good witch in The Wizard of Oz, the one who gives Dorothy the shoes. He's going to destroy her wand when they make a noise and try to steal the wand from her, and then all of a sudden she takes her hood off. She is drop-dead freaking gorgeous. I mean, it's the good witch. And they said that Nora's sister, Dinora, or whatever, she is the Wicked Witch. I was like, what? How is she the Wicked Witch? There's no green. There's no nose. There's no wart. And then she talks about how Dinora poisoned her father and killed her and tried to take over the land. And she's been trying to protect the people of Oz for so long. And now that he's there, she automatically knows he's a con man. She takes him down to the city of Oz, and she automatically knows he's a con man. I'm not a real wizard, yes, but they don't know that. So she's giving him the confidence because she believes in him that he is going to save them. Well, Dinora comes up to Nora and shows pictures and stuff like that about how her and Dinora danced, and Mila Kunis starts crying. But one thing I didn't notice, when she starts crying, her skin starts to crack and stuff like that. And she's like, I don't want to feel this pain anymore. I don't want to feel sad. The sister gives her a green apple. I was like, okay. So she eats it, and I'm thinking she's going to kill her. And, she's choking, and then all of a sudden, you don't see what she looks like. But, she takes her hat, and she throws it, puts some twist into it or whatever, and it's the pointed black witch hat. I'm thinking, no way. No freaking way. Mila Kunis is the Wicked Witch? And she's like, sister, you're hideous. It's like, I have something to take care of that. No, I want him to see him this way. And then she laughs like the evil witch. And then when Oz is talking about how he's going to save Oz, we get something coming. She flies and she lands on the ground. Fire all around. And then all of a sudden, bam, we see the Wicked Witch. Mila Kunis, holy crap, Mila Kunis, you need to stay freaking green. Mila Kunis is hot. Yeah, Mila Kunis looks hideous when she's green. Huh, bull crap. Mila Kunis is freaking gorgeous. It's Mila freaking Kunis. And she does a great Wicked Witch. And we find out that the 2 Wicked Witches, how they were brought up, Mila Kunis wasn't wicked. She just had an anger issue. Because her sister said, you're truly wicked. And she said, I am not wicked. She got a fireball and she threw it. And it's like, you need to watch that temper. It's gotten us in trouble so many times. And so then we get how they're going to do the whole entire big battle. And how they actually get things set up. They kidnap the good witch. And Mila Kunis takes the broom and it turns it black. And she goes up to Oz like, didn't you want to see me this way? And then she's like, your man is a fraud. He is a fraud. He is not a wizard. He is not going to save us all. He's not going to save you all. We will kill every single one of you. Oh yeah, there's no killing in Oz. Yeah, no death. Okay then. Anyway, so then after that, we get how they're going to set up for battle and how it's like, this is going to be the greatest scam of all time. He's going to trick everyone. And I'm thinking, okay, what are they going to do? We're going to get some big fake battle, which actually that's what they start doing. They make fake soldiers and everything, and the flying monkeys come and tear all of them up, and then it's all fakes. And then they start throwing little tiny weapons down, And, it's nothing that'll kill them, just hurt them. And so then they retreat. The witch tells them to retreat. And then this little glass girl finds the wand. And as Mila Kunis, who's the Wicked Witch, is trying to find what's behind the tree. No, her sister is looking and seeing what she heard. And then she flies away. And then they start building everything. And then when Oz is with one of the people, he's like, hey, how good are you at making a hot air balloon? I'm thinking, okay, he's going to leave Oz, and then they're all going to fight and see how good they are. And then when Mila Kunis sees him getting gold, she's like, how predictable. And then she says, look to the skies, there's your great wizard, where's he going? He said it would be the biggest prank of all time. Yeah, guess the biggest prank on us. When, all of a sudden, Oz is dressed as one of the soldiers. And then all crap starts going down. We get this big battle, kind of. He gets into this machine, and boom, it is the big head. The big head thing from the Wizard of Oz. We're talking magic. We're talking everything. We're talking fake everything. Mila Kunis throws a fireball at him, and he just swallows it, and then they do the fireworks and stuff like that. And this was really good. I mean, it's not the best movie of the year, but I recommend really checking it out. I am giving it 3 stars, but one of the things that I loved about this movie is when they had the battle between the good witch and the evil witch, the true Wicked Witch, and she gets her powers from this necklace around her neck. And she takes the necklace, and it turns her old. When they take the necklace away from her, it turns the sister old. And so that's why she looks so old. That, like, when they were telling the story about how she'll die or something like that, that was from her. Getting the wand from the good witch wasn't going to do anything. If you take the necklace from the evil witch, it turns her old. She's so young, and that's where her powers come from. She was electrocuting the good witch in front of everybody. And then when she got her wand back, they were fighting, and then when the bad witch was going to kill her, her necklace was gone, and she turned old. And then after that, the great Oz said, Nora, if you ever wish to, I know that your wickedness was not because of you, but if you ever wish to return, you may. And she says, never, and then she flies away. And then automatically that sets up the Wizard of Oz. It sets up how the sisters are evil, it sets up how Oz was a fake, and it sets up everything for Dorothy. And the characters were so good. This was a really good movie. I recommend it. One of the other things is how they set up the Wizard of Oz, of how Oz disappeared. He says, okay, guys, now here's the story. Oswald died. And something. And so then they do the holojector programmic thing. And I'm guessing that the Wizard of Oz and the Good Witch were going to have a relationship. But the movie ended before you could actually see anything. I mean, yeah, they hide behind the curtain and the movie ends. But you couldn't tell if they were going to get together or not. There was no kissing or nothing. The only kissing was between Mila Kunis and him, I think, once. But there was no blood, nothing. I give this movie 3 stars. Sam Ramey, if you had tried this hard, Spider-Man 3 would have been freaking awesome. I redeem you. You can actually do something. Why couldn't you have done that with Spider-Man 3? But you know what? That's for another time. I'm the Phenomenal Critic, guys. I'm back, and I will be reviewing my next movie probably here in a couple of minutes or the next day. See ya.